We live, bitch. We live, bitch. It's Jackie New. I'm the truth. Man, why nobody told me that it went on school today? They told me, well, it didn't throw me off. It was disappointing a little bit. What's up, though? I enjoyed the live so much the other day. I decided to come back again. So I'm here with nothing to talk about, you know. I do got stuff to talk about. Yes, I do. I did want to pull some cards, but I am not a proclaimed tarot reader again. Let's remember that. Um, jack of all trades type energy, but I'm a master of all of them too. That's the only difference. It's the only difference. Jack of all trades and master of all, or master of none. Which Gemini are you? Which polarized perspective are you? I ain't no polarized. I like to be in the middle for the most part. But we do, again, know that there's a reason for all things. So it is needed to be polarized in some moments. Let's not get it fucked up. Depends on what the hell going on. But anyway, what we talking about today, y'all, it's early in the morning and I'm up early again. Wow. I got the regular tarot this morning. What's the name of this tarot deck? Oh, this is the Modern Witch. Or whatever, How y'all feeling this morning? I guess we'll pull the energy that we're currently experiencing. I don't know why I don't want to pull it, because it's like you're not a tarot reader and you don't even necessarily, I be in limbo. That's that in between shit I say I like, but there's good and bad in all things, because I stay in limbo like with a whole lot of shit in life, just subconsciously and just in general. And it don't be in limbo no more. It's like wanting to keep an equilibrium. It used to would be in limbo and not knowing whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing. But at this point, it's like you're supposed to have some equilibrium, and you got to be aware as much as possible so that you can actually use that power of having equilibrium. I got Vaseline all over my face, y'all. For you to be able to use that power of having equilibrium, you got to be conscious for the most part, as much as possible. Because if you're not conscious, you're not paying attention to those subconscious effects and dynamics that's happening to even know whether or not you're being polarized, even in your opinion. Sometimes when you're so programmed to believe one way, you don't even, that's your default. My default, I have programmed, reset my programming default to be equilibrium as much as possible. And I think that was my original settings, if you want to look at it like that. But being in a world like this, it'll program you to whatever the hell comes natural to you. And either way it go, a programming is not going to be necessarily natural. And I forgot, I got the speaker down here, my bad, because last time, every time I shuffled the cards, I couldn't hear myself, and I wasn't realizing it. But anyway, let's see if the cards is going to confirm. I'm probably loud to say. Let's see if the cards is going to add on to what it is we're talking about, because I need some clarity on that myself. So let's see this Monday morning. What's today? It's 7/18, November the 20th. Ooh, Sag season almost here. I love me some Sag, baby. Even the flunked out Sages. I don't know why. I just do. I just do. I got a Sag brother. And he locked up right now, stupid ass. Okay, 6 of Wands. This ain't about him, though. Because the first card that I had made a mistake and pulled when I wasn't really trying to pull a card was the Queen of Wands. So don't tell me we finna talk about Sagittarius. All reading. 6 of Wands. That's you feeling like you deserve some shit. And everybody around you understand, you did your shit. Pop your shit, twin. That type of shit. So what we talking about, though? Universe or spirit or whatever the fuck? I'm sorry. Not being disrespectful. But I'm also, okay. I don't want them 2 cards. Explain to me or help me understand what this 6 of Wands is about. But in this day, people would be taking pictures and lights would be flashing all around you as you. So it's that type of energy. Pop your shit, twin. But don't get too beside yourself either. Because look at the horse, how the horse looking like, bitch, your ass heavy and your ass stink. Get the fuck off of me. Okay, well, I had to add that part. Because I got to have some polarity. I got to have some equilibrium. I got to see, boy, it ain't all good and cakes and roses. And what Kodak say? What he said? Ooh, ice cream. Shit, she be fucked up sometime. But then look, you got the star. And we got the 8 of Wands. So that's Aquarius. And I think that's really actually is the Sagittarius energy. That's fast movement and shit. Fast changes and the star type shit. Look. Okay then. Now, with the Page of Wands, but are you ready though? Cause that energy in itself kind of made me a little nervous. Y'all, I know y'all peeped the vibe change real quick. So are you ready though? And see, the way I read cards, I read for whatever the fuck I feel like is going on in the moment. Because I don't understand that this could mean an apology or slight communications or whatever. But we're not talking. That's not the topic of discussion like that right now. I read the energy that's going on at the moment, and that's what we're talking about. Hermit is in the middle of the deck. It's like moving halfway. Never mind. Let me not. Cause see, I ain't trying to project either. Let's clear this. I wanna. Give me some more. Give me a different topic, Spirit. It's Monday morning. We got the Wheel of Fortune in the middle of the deck, too. I'm sure my kids will be up in a moment. And that's fine. I got to find them something to eat. So it's good that I'm already up. They'll probably be up probably about another hour, really. The 5 of Swords. I'm gonna pull 3. Give me a little short storyline real quick. The 5 of Swords. I remember the other time that we pulled the 5 of Swords. That was internal conflict, but this one is feeling like external. Probably because you know what? Sometimes I don't want this deck. So I don't like this deck. I mean, I do like this deck. I don't like it for this occasion right now though, because all of my decks are quite personal. So I don't even know if I probably should use the same deck I had already used the other day, even though I didn't necessarily like that one. But I didn't necessarily like that one for other reasons. This one kind of personal, and I'm feeling too much personal shit. This is not about me. So hold on. Because like I said, I don't read tarot like that. That's not necessarily my assignment. Oh, here we go. Oh, let's see. I want to know how to read this numerology deck that I have. I just got it from a reading. I don't even know how to read the bitch. I can't believe that I'm on live. Hey, whoever just popped in. I had to switch decks because, like I was saying, tarot reading is not necessarily my assignment. And that deck I had, all of my decks are mine and been mine for years. So for me to pop on the internet just to read on some bullshit, the spirit said, "Look, this still your deck though. We ain't necessarily acclimated to Aquarius energy. We're acclimated to yours." Okay. But this is one of those, never mind, because I'm not explaining that. Because that might sound silly to some. But believe me, I know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay. This is that archetype guide book that I was reading. I really like this book. This is more of a broad type of energy. And it's not tarot. And I said I don't read tarot, so come on. You see, spirit be showing me in ways that you might not peep game on, but if you was in my mind, you would. If I told you, you'd be like, oh yeah, that is right though. Okay. Let me try to shuffle this. Okay. The first card we got, and this deck is so intuitive that even down to, well, you can do this with any deck or anything, but this deck in the instructions pointed this out. That even made me, I'm probably aware of that for the first time fully, of how when a card falls out, even the direction that it falls out on can be used as an intuitive message. So this deck fell, the self, it fell. I ain't gonna show y'all necessarily because it's gonna be inverted and reflected, but it fell sideways, you know. I guess not having a clear let me just read the damn definition, but maybe not having a clear perspective, not being able to see yourself fully clearly enough, knowing that you got all of these light rays and beautiful dimensions and abilities and projections and futures that you could grab on and be a part of, but not actually knowing how to do that though. That's the reason why it came out sideways as it did, but also knowing and being in that body still, but just not having a full grasp over your reality necessarily. But let me read what the book say, because see, that's the reason why I felt more comfortable reading this deck. I'm not that familiar with it, even though I fuck with it. Okay, here you go. The cells. Wait a minute. That should have been the first one. Okay, 119. Okay, the self is the prism that allows the spectrum of our personalities to radiate. See, I do be on. It does not judge. It don't prohibit, not suppress or oppress any of its parts, as it lovingly knows that all aspects have a time and a place and leads us to experience the full breadth of life's offering. Hold on, I'll tell y'all that in a minute. Let me finish reading this. The self is the central abiding container. The self is the central abiding container. This is where all your energies are supposed to be contained in. The awareness of the infinite universe of possibilities. So anyway, let me keep reading. When this card appears, it's a call to step back into witness consciousness. It's like this is the home space. This is where you can go back and look into yourself and not see yourself sideways or whatever. You can see yourself straight up. Because see, this is how you're supposed to see yourself, like this, but you came out that way. And just like a baby coming out sideways, can a baby even be born safely when it comes out? I don't even think a baby can be born sideways. Maybe upside down. That could even give you sometimes a more opposing, but still a clear perspective of who you are. You can at least know one portion, but this is sideways though. This is like not even having a full scope of either one, straddling the fence, and the negative being in the middle, but in the negative way, not necessarily knowing that that's a point to you being equalizing equilibrium or in the gray area, not realize like that's the straddling the fence. I like to stay in the middle for equilibrium purposes. Some people don't know that they're in the middle, and that's the reason why they're straddling the fence, because they're not even sure as to what it is that they won't believe or care about. That's a whole different reason as to why you straddle the fence. I try my best to stay away from that polarized equilibrium perspective. Damn, that's crazy. Even the middle got a damn polarized. I don't give a fuck. You can polarize anything. You can tweak some shit no matter what, especially if you have a good perspective of yourself and your inner world and all of your prisms and all of your light rays and spectrums and shit. This is I love this deck. Anyway, when this card appears, it's a call to step back into witness consciousness, to be a witness of universal law, to be a witness of the synchronicities. That's what that means though. To me, when I witness consciousness, it's a witness of oh my God, wow, like damn, I'm really a part of this shit. This shit directly is a synchronicity to the minor thought that I'm having at the moment. That's being a witness to consciousness. That's being a witness. Anyway, and that could seem so simple, and it can get bigger than that. That's just from my experience so far. I know it goes broader and more elaborate than that, and I just haven't got there yet. But from a small degree, that's how I resonate with what it means to be a witness to universal law. A witness to spirit or life itself, reality itself, showing you, bitch, this is what it is. That's what being a witness is to me. Anyway, I don't know what is being a witness to you. Comment in the comment section below. Make sure you like and subscribe also. Anyway, okay. When this card appears, it's a call to step back into witness consciousness, to observe yourself navigating the world. Ask yourself, am I the stew or am I the chef? In most situations, our ego draws us into the conundrum where we swirl, not fucking knowing, being in the middle, not quite sure what the fuck is going. Is that a synchronicity for me? Or is that a coincidence? And it just, no, bitch, no. Let me calm down. No, boo boo, no, babes. That was for you, baby. And believing that and seeing the confirmations of that, because you won't even see the confirmations unless you first believe. That's why Christianity and the religions, and when you get baby feed, you are taught to first believe, because that's when you that's the only way that you will be able to know. You got to first believe that it's a possibility. So you got to believe that the possibility is these things, you know, like you created this, like literally. But anyway, y'all, look, I don't want to come across as crazy either, because I know a lot of people ain't there yet. So, where am I at? Hold on. Ask yourself, okay, in most situations, our ego draws us into the hold on, that's a different word, cauldron. I thought it was conundrum, where we swirl, spin, and smolder in chaos. Yet the self is a graceful, culinary dancer, watching, waiting, observing as the spectrum of ingredients become the flavor of our life. Look in the mirror for 30 seconds or more and attempt to see you behind the you. Can you see you behind the you? When I looked in the mirror real quick, it felt like I felt like I was in a spiritual Sesame Street story time. Can you look in the mirror and see the you behind the you? But that's real talk. That's called mirror work. When you look at yourself. And you know, because sometimes when I was real young and I would stare at myself in the mirror, it didn't feel real. It's like, that ain't even me. The fuck? Who is that? But I guess over years of you looking in the mirror, you realize that you are you, you know. Oh, so let's pull another card though. I love this deck. It's so deep, but yet not spooky at all. It's just real shit. Oh, my bad. I forgot. So beautiful. Okay. I don't even want to pull the desert, but hey, the desert, and it kind of came out sideways, but we're not gonna count that because I didn't pay that any attention as it was coming out. We got the thread on the bottom. Look how dramatic these cards look. So, if you just look at it, they look so dramatic to me. That's like, it's really like a little small snippets of the internal world, the dreams time, the dream space and shit. But anyway, we're on the desert. And I'm gonna have to pull that one and read this one too, since it was so important enough for me to show you. But the desert. I remember in the deck we was reading the other day, it had what that was. I can't remember it anyway, it doesn't matter. But I was about to say it had somebody reaching out of the water, trying to hold on like a damn monster, like, don't leave. Okay, the desert. Let me read the damn. Hold on. $137. Okay. The desert. See? The desert leaves us disoriented, desperate for direction, grasping for meaning, longing for solid ground. For endless miles, we are confronted with a lack of of clarity. Hold on, I wasn't listening while I was reading at first. Let me start over. The desert leaves us disoriented, desperate for directions, grasping for meaning, longing for solid ground. For endless miles, we are confronted with a lack of clarity and existing the dread of existence. That's what it's trying to say. I don't know. I never heard of that word. We are thirsty, hungry, pleading for life to. I don't look. Basically, this is letting you know how it will be once that heaven becomes a hell and you don't make whatever leap. See, I don't look. Let's pull out another. Wait a minute, because I never did read that chord part. I know this is this thread. Let me read that. 205. I know this got to do, I believe it does, to have to do with like like I ain't gonna say soul tie because it's not necessarily referring to another person, but you don't have to be a person for you to have some type of contract with. I haven't had a contract with um Mobile County Police Department. And it took me years to break the shit. And anyone know, I ain't never been in no real felony type of trouble. This traffic tickets, driving and shit. But you can have contracts and shit with all kind of dumbass like parts of the universe, things that we are attached to energetically. And no matter what they look like at this point, the energy is still the same, and it was the same before. What number? What page that was? I think I said 202. But I think that this is what that's about. We're finna see. No, I did not say 202. Wait a minute. What was the damn page number I just said? 205. Okay. Life is a tangle. Let me hold it up because I love these. I love the art. Life is a tangle. So much happiness is simultaneously and circuitously leaving us grappling for meaning and direction. Damn, bro. So long story short, people need meaning and direction, really. And that's really what I was grappling for this morning, to be for real. Not really, not in that polarized negative way, but in a more subconscious. I wasn't even thinking about it like that. Why I got up this morning and said, I'm finna jump on live. That's searching for a meaning, but I'm not grappling for it. So this deck is kind of go extreme with the energies, but maybe that gives you a wider scope and more people can resonate with it, because you'll find yourself somewhere in between, just like I was able to. But let me go and read it though. And direction in a network of distractions. When we connect to the energy of the thread, however, we strike the deepest vein in the body. Ooh. Our whole being responds to its tug, like a jolt, Meaning is pumped through our bloodstream. Our mind, and so this has nothing to do with no damn contract like I was talking about. Our mind and spirits are lifted. We remember who we are and what we came into this world. Well, it could, what I was just saying, because what can keep us from this energy are those contracts. And to me, the lower and the bottom and the that being in the middle, well, it ain't got nothing to do with it being in the middle right now, but the being at the bottom, that would be the contracts. That's why it's so dark, you can't see what it is. It's people down there, situations and scenarios and goddamn pains and wounds and all kind of shit that you may know. It may, when you get there, it may look beautiful, but really, for real, you're in a delusion, because what you're trying to grapple for is to have an actual point and the actual purpose and the actual perspective of it, and so that you can make a beautiful picture. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna read this. Our mind and spirits are lifted. We remember who we are and what we came into this world to do. Though this happens on the most profound level, it could be the simplest incident that activates the thread. A song, an image, a conversation heard in passing. No matter how confusing or multi-layered our modern lives become, if we are connected to the thread, we are free. Being tethered to it is the only anchor our heart requires. Oh, shit. I got to go. Got to go, y'all. And leaving on that note, I want to go in on that. But we'll go in a minute. Bye. What y'all gonna